Hey guys, I'm the Gooch. Today we're going to be doing G.I. Joe Classified number 165, Snake Eyes version 4. Welcome to the Cobra Report. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at Snake Eyes version 4 from the G.I. Joe Classified line. This figure did not really impress me much as a kid, and honestly it doesn't impress me much now with the modern updated Classified version. Hasbro's been on a roll for a while with some absolutely amazing Classified figures, so I guess they were due for a little bit of a letdown, but I'm going to let you guys decide for yourself, so let's take a look at this. Alright, so here we go, standard G.I. Joe Classified box, G.I. Joe Snake Eyes up in the corner. You get this nice window package so you get to see what you're buying, unlike those non-window packaging from the pandemic where they just gave us a picture of him. I get to see his whole loadouts. As far as a Classified figure comes, not a ton of accessories. That's his backpack, I guess you could call it. G.I. Joe Classified series, get the Joe Star. Get to see his swords, his machine gun. Alright, number 165, we're looking at the side. These symbols all mean something, but you have to go to the website to figure out what they mean. It'd be nice if they just told you on the package. Doesn't it make you want to buy it more if you know more about this figure? Right, there's a great close-up of his face there. QR code just goes to a purchasing site. You've already got the figure, you don't need to buy him. Great box art once again on the side, hidden on the side of the box. Hasbro, put this on the front of the box. This would make a kid so much more likely to buy it. I, as an adult, would be so much more likely to buy it if I saw that on the front. Number 165, I can't believe we're at 165 of these guys already. That's insane. You could see all the detail on his gloves. All right, here we go. Here's the back. Uh-oh, guys, what do you see in the corner there? Will one of these be coming to Classified soon? That'd be great. Zoom in on his face a little bit. This is the shurikens on his thigh. I just like how they randomly choose an item to just focus on the back. Like, that's the most important thing to focus on. Some machine gun, he's holding his swords. The cool thing about the swords is I don't think it was intentional, but it looks like there's blood on them. I think they were just adding a little pop of color, but it ended up looking like there was blood on them. Right here he is out of the box, kind of. So you get a little better look at what he comes with. As far as accessories come from, this one's pretty light. Hasbro's been really loading it up lately, but this is a little light. If you compare him to Storm Shadow, which I'm going to show a little bit later, he comes a very little in comparison to the alternate version of Storm Shadow. All right, here he is out of the box, everybody. He's all geared up. You can see his face. Zoom in on this chest right here. I wish I would do like a little bit of spray painting on it just to make these pop a little bit better. Or maybe they could have colored some of the pouches a little different color. There's this buckle. I mean, just a slap of black paint. It's really nothing impressive here. His gloves have some good detail on them. That's nice. And you see a little bit of that texturizing on the front part of the gloves. Here's those shurikens they showed in the front package, his boots. I like they give him kind of the ninja footwear, which is cool. Another view of him. Not a tremendous amount of detailing on this guy. It does look like he's wearing, the pants look like they're made out of leather, which is nice. There's the sides of the pants match the mask that he's got on. You can see it's just like a leather mat. Nice ripped arms. So these, I guess you would call them gauntlets. I'm not really sure what you'd call them, but those have a lot of nice little detail, which is cool. Get the lettering on there. Let's see if we can see them a little better. There you go. This holster is completely worthless. The gun falls right out. At first I was way too small for that gun, and then so they left it open with a cut and it just falls right out. So I didn't even put it on there for you guys to see. The other side of them. It's pretty symmetrical. This figure's pretty symmetrical. There's not much difference from side to side, which it would have been nice if they added a little bit of asymmetry to it. Once again, the gauntlets are probably the best part of this guy. You can see the leather texture. Look at that writing right under there. That's pretty cool. But it's kind of hidden. You can't really twist his arm more to show it off. So you have nice little details, but they're kind of hidden a little bit. I do have to hand it to him, the leather does look like actual leather. Here's the sword. It's just I'm not really sure what this is that it's in. Is it supposed to be a backpack? Why would they not make it more part of the vest? I think that would have been a lot cooler if they just had a couple slits on the back of the vest that they could have gone into. But I do like this little detail, the wrinkling of the leather around the back of the knees and the underside of his, well, we'll just say ass. Some small detailing. You get to see a little bit of texturizing. Here's a close-up of his swords. That's him without the backpack. But see, wouldn't it make more sense if right here they had something on the vest that just took the swords? That would be so much better than that crappy backpack that they provide you with. And here you can see, let me open this up for you. See, it just falls right out. This is the holster. The gun doesn't stay in there, it just falls right out. Some of the new ones have straps that keep the gun in. That would have been nice if you're going to have that, then have the strap that you could keep the gun in. Here's a little bit of an action pose, gives him a little more personality. Again, nothing really special about this guy. I mean, he's true to the original, but we've come to expect so much more from the classified line. Here he is in comparison to Storm Shadow version 2. Like, look at how much different they made this guy from the original version 2. They turned him into a samurai, added all this extra color, which is nice, all these extra details. This is what we should have come to expect for Snake Eyes version 4. But they really didn't do much extra. This should be more of the retro cardback version of version 4 rather than what we got for the classified line. And compare him right here to Storm Shadow. This is almost a completely different figure from the original version 2. And they're squaring off a little bit, just trying to make him look a little more exciting by adding another figure. Alright, so there you go, guys. What do you think? Honestly, I think it's a little underwhelming. It's pretty true to the original character, and I think that's part of the issue. Hasbro has been really stepping it up lately with elevating the original figure to the more modern classified look, and that's what we're expecting from them. This is more like a retro cardback. I feel like they should have, you saw what they did with Storm Shadow version 2. They really completely changed the design and made it a great character. I know some people thought it was a little bit controversial, but then that's what the classified retro line is for. You guys, you're gonna get your retro version of Storm Shadow. On that, you get the classified version of the samurai outfit. I think they should have done that with Snake Eyes version 4. This should be the retro cardback version of version 4. This should not be the classified version. He should have, I don't know, something. He's just lacking in all the tiny little details that we have come to expect from the classified line. He's just boring. The holster doesn't work. The gun doesn't stay in it. There's nowhere for the hook. So where are you going to keep that on him? How's he have a hook, but he doesn't have anywhere to carry it? There's nowhere for him to tie it onto himself. These tiny little details are the things that we've come accustomed to Hasbro recognizing and implementing in the classified line, and they're just not there with this guy. So sorry, Hasbro, not one of your best, a little bit disappointed.